across the morning sky, feel what's on the wind. Find the perfect water and hope the day won't end. Tune into the outside from the inside once again. Listen to the thunder and watch an eagle soar. We call it living inside the great outdoors.
Good morning. This is Joe Castaway Coolis. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. A beautiful morning. And
it is a nice morning.
Yeah, full moon, sturgeon moon.
Full sturgeon moon out there.
Yeah.
I wonder why they call it the sturgeon moon. The sturgeon don't spawn at this time of the year.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe the guy
Maybe
caught
they go
one
up the rivers or something.
Yeah.
Well, this is Dr. Norm. My clients used to call me Dr. T. I am a retired veterinarian.
Veterinarian.
Everyone mispronounces that word.
How is it should be?
Veterinarian.
Is it veterinary? Not a veterinarian.
None of those you just said.
Yeah, nothing that you said is correct. It's
So
a veterinarian.
Really? I thought it was a veterinary.
No, veterinarian.
They always say veterinarian.
It's a vet. No, it's veterinarian.
Veterinarian.
No, you still mispronounce it.
That's okay.
What do they do with your eyes? What do you have?
Blepharospasm.
No, it's a blepharospasm.
Blepharospasm.
Oh, never mind. Sitting across from me is.
Oh my,
Carl Bachtel.
Oh, maybe it's on.
No, it's on.
Oh.
What are you complaining about?
I didn't say on. I just said he's just
and we're live.
Yes, his normal grouchiness in the morning.
Not me.
He's not grouchy.
No, you're just practicing.
Yep. And I am a non-retired television news photojournalist.
Any good stories this last week?
Good? I don't know about good.
Oh, well, any...
It was a lot.
Was there?
Yeah, a lot going on.
I see there was a boat fire up at Put-in Bay.
Yep.
And the boat caught fire. They says one person was hurt badly, so it was probably the person in that boat. So then they cut it loose so it wouldn't blow up the dock. And then it...
Was it a gas fire at putting gas in the boat?
Yeah, putting gas.
Oh,
so then they cut it loose.
And it drifted another boat.
And then it started another boat on fire.
You know, most people don't know how to put gas in a boat.
We
ought to talk about that.
So why do you think, what would be the most common cause for that?
Didn't have the blower on.
They don't have the blower on, or they didn't lift the engine cover. You know, we would always lift the engine cover to get, even with the blower on, you ought to lift the engine cover if you have an engine cover.
So what is
it's
fumes
static electricity that causes that.
So fumes are building up.
Yeah, sure.
Then he would probably went to start the boat.
No, you just have to touch the
nozzle,
the nozzle on the gas, and it can blow up.
Oh, because of the electric, just a little electric. Wow.
Yeah, Joe, haven't you ever put gas in a boat before? Jeez.
Yeah, but
it's been that long.
The Hatteras was diesel, so I didn't have to worry. Okay.
Lucky for those people that it was a diesel boat.
But but I do remember on the other 4 boats, those were all gas. And you're right, I do remember.
Those were all Wellcrafts, weren't they?
Yeah, all Wellcrafts, 30-footers. And so you're right. I would I think we started the blower like right now when we would even get.
But even when you start a boat, you ought to put the blower on
first,
lift up the engine, get all that gas fumes out of there, and then start the boat. You know,
I don't know if they have it.
If you have an IO or inboard or whatever you have.
It would. but I kind of remember back too when we would start the boat, we would put the blower on first.
Mhm.
It's almost like it should be part of the startup.
Oh, sure.
You have to turn the
And a lot of
blower on
people don't
before you
do
can
that.
turn the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody got hurt bad, and then 2 boats, and I might have even been a third. So they actually got the ferry there, and it came because it has a big pump, and it was able to help put the fires out.
Mm.
And then I see that they had to rescue 4 people out of Lake Erie, that their boat capsized, flipped over.
Mm-hmm.
3 people were outside, and 1 was inside underneath it, trapped in it, luckily in an air pocket. But they said that the bilge, that it was taking on water, and the bilge pump couldn't keep up with it.
Okay.
And then the back end went down, and don't be shaking your head.
Oh, this stupid thing won't connect to the computer.
I thought it was what I'm talking about. And so then a wave rolled it over. So, but no life vests. They were not wearing life vests.
Oh, jeez.
But they're all okay, but they lucked out. But the one when it rolled was underneath it, so he had air, so he was somewhat...
I told you I wear a life vest when I take a shower now.
So some boating, so be careful, people. But I'm
geez.
surprised, really, there isn't more. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't more accidents.
Yes.
The way people boat. You know?
That don't
It
know.
was bad years ago. It's worse now. you
Yeah.
know?
But could you imagine if the fuel dock caught?
Oh.
I mean, that's thousands of gallons. That would be like, wow. Are you getting anywhere, Carl?
No.
Oh, sorry. He's having trouble with his computer. But we're going to talk about food plots at 7:30.
We're going to talk about electrolytes, too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good.
Yes.
Because of the weather. We're having this hot weather.
And more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. It's, I hope it's not a balancing act, which Dick Goddard said it'll balance out for the year. That means it's going to be really cold to balance, so I hope not. But dry, we haven't had now 10 days.
I had a
rain.
buddy call me from Texas. He said, if you think it's hot up there,
Yeah.
you ought to be down here.
So my buddy referees high school football.
Okay.
And so Friday he had 2 scrimmages. They were both on turf, and which I didn't realize. I knew there was this black rubber underneath it, but that black rubber underneath it
It's hot.
is really hot, like
Yeah.
120 degrees. And he said it was like playing on an oven. And they actually have crew, and they check it with a thermometer, and if it gets too hot, they just stop. That's it. No more playing. But it absorbs the heat because it's black. You don't see it. You see the green, and then it radiates it. So you're just playing on an oven. And he said he had to quit halfway through the second game because he just couldn't take it anymore. Partially the first of the year, but the other, the heat. And I didn't realize that it's that. I could see where that would be beneficial in the middle of winter, but I didn't realize that it is that much of a heat inductive.
I wonder if that stuff freezes and gets hard, though. I don't know. I don't know anything
I don't
about
think
it.
so. No, because if you see them working on it, you see them scraping. When they work, they scrape. You see the loose pebbles, you
Oh.
know. But the he says working the turf is and it don't give. You know, like if you fall or any player falls, if it's on grass, it slides a little bit. You tear up some grass and stuff. But on that, it doesn't give, and it's really, I guess it's easy to maintain. But he says it's a terrible thing to work, and I didn't realize. But he had a hard time with that heat. So and electrolytes is well. Remember here when I got goofy, you know, where I
What do you mean when you got goofy?
So it's electrolytes, and Well, I gave you, right, Carl, those electrolytes. Did you use any this week?
Yeah.
And did it help you?
Yeah.
Good.
Always.
And so I think he's got his computer fixed. Thank you.
Oh, we'll see.
To the engineer, maybe.
Yes.
He hot-wired it.
Wow.
See that? Thank
you.
your engineer that knows everything.
Thanks, man. I didn't see the
port
cable.
Oh, I've never.
I never knew what that thing was for.
So you're just
Ethernet.
hot-wired direct to the internet, right? Is that what it?
And maybe he can figure out my truck, all the things on it.
Oh, so I went to get the e-check. It still is out there. Still have to do it. So I took my van, and the guy said, "You get your car jumped?" I said, "No." And so he goes through. It didn't pass. It passed 6 of the 8. He says,
"What didn't it pass?"
I put in a new battery. And putting in a new battery, if you don't drive it much.
Did you put it in at the dealers, or did you?
No, I did it, but.
Oh, geez.
Why? Just a replacement battery. I don't drive that vehicle much. And
your old van.
Yes.
Oh, the old van.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a new van.
Oh, no. And so.
Well, that doesn't have a bunch of computers and stuff in it, does it?
But I put it in, and I maybe drove it once. So they says, well, you got to go on the freeway, 55 miles an hour for 20 minutes, and then you got to coast at 20 miles an hour. Or you're going to do that on the freeway, coasting at 20 miles an hour for any length of time. People have a conniption. So I thought, well, that isn't. So then I looked online. The other option is city driving, 25.
Go on the Parkway.
Well, 25 to 45. 25 to 40 miles an hour. So every day for 5 days when I'd go to the post office, I took the old van. You had to turn the air conditioning on when you start it, let it idle, all this stuff you had to do. So I'm doing this all week. And my license plates ended on Friday, and I'm thinking, oh, boy.
Well, you've been through that before.
Yeah.
I know we noticed you were about 4 months overdue
right.
that one time.
So I thought, be my luck, I'd get stopped. So I thought, okay, so I drove it every day. So I went there Friday, and because I got it, today's the day. I can't drive it after this anyway. So I was nervous. So I went in, and it passed. So whatever.
How old's that van? It's got to be
2013.
Okay, well, that's not that old.
So 12 years, not too bad. But it only has 41,000 miles, so it doesn't have much. But I bought it because it's a special high top. So when I was doing the sport shows, I could haul all.
You could fit a bear in there.
Yeah, really. So
or a big lady,
or 5 Carls.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it passed. So that was a relief. Oh, thank goodness. So then I mailed in my tag, so I got that. But they said they were going to stop it for Cuyahoga County. So then my cousins were over, and we were visiting. And in Pennsylvania, they got to take it in to get this sticker that takes at least an hour. They look through the whole car.
They go through everything.
Everything. He said, if you have a hole in your car, you're not going to pass.
In the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says they go through everything. I don't remember.
You know what's bad, too, is West Virginia. They charge you an arm and a leg for a license plate down there.
Really?
Yeah, because they pay for your college. Did you know that in West Virginia? All the money for your cars goes in to the public college funds down there.
So you get
That's why there's so many cars probably up on blocks.
So it's
I don't know.
So it's free college and
yeah. If you get like a C average, you can go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So we're lucky here, lucky and unlucky. But anyways, I got it through it, and it was nervous all week. Am I doing everything? So every day I take it to the post office. So we'll see.
The more you have, the more it costs you.
Yeah, sure. How are you doing, Carl? Are you getting straightened out?
Yep.
Good. Okay, well, then we'll take a break. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors on a nice sunny morning. And a lot to talk about. We talk about
Electrolytes.
Couldn't think of the word. And then John from Frigid Forge is going to be calling a little bit. We'll talk about food plots, and we'll get the fishing report and a lot of good things. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back.
What species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak Scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.
Whether you're a novice or a well-seasoned angler, if you want that extra edge in catching more fish, you want one of the many species of Kodiak Scent. Made from real bait fish, Kodiak fishing scents are made from pure freeze-dried bait. Freeze-drying enhances the scent considerably, making it the most potent fishing scent available to the fishermen today. It comes in many flavors, including shad, crayfish, salmon egg, and the most popular, minnow. Add the paste to your lures, it really sticks. And when a fish hits, it doesn't let go. And if you use tube jigs, try the tube injector. This handy syringe is made especially to be inserted into a tube jig. Kodiak fishing scents are now available online at castaway.com. That's castaway with a K.com. If you want to catch fish, you want Kodiak from Coulis.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors, being badgered by Carl.
Who, me?
Negativity. No.
Not me. I'm not negative.
No?
Nope.
How come you always, when I ask you, can you do something, you say no?
I'm a realist.
When are you going to do the commercials?
No.
See?
Not today.
And not last week. And not the last week, week. And not the last week.
Computer.
I'm having one of these buttermilk biscuits here.
Is it buttermilk?
Yeah, it's buttermilk and blueberries.
Oh.
Ooh.
I made something yesterday. It was okay. So my buddy's telling me about potatoes, green beans, which I got from my garden, and kielbasa. He makes it, though. He puts those three together, all cut up.
Where'd you get the kielbasa?
I don't know. I don't remember. But it was in the refrigerator for a little while, not long, so I wanted to use it up.
It was only in there for 7-8 years.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So I usually get it at Dion's when I go. I like to get their bratwurst, and then I
their kielbasa's good, too.
Put it in the freezer. So anyway, but he takes that, and then he covers it in the pot with chicken broth. And kind of makes like a sort of a soup, sort of.
A stew.
Yeah. But I learned something from him, he says if you want it thickened and creamy like, you put in mashed potato, the instant powder.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. And I thought, wow, that could solve my gravy problems. I want to make that creamy potato soup. I could use that. So I thought, well, I didn't have time. So I thought, I went to get the eggs from the chickens, so I took the green beans and the potatoes and boiled them. And then when I got back in, I fried up the kielbasa. But I tried something different because I saw where they make a Waldorf salad with the apples and the walnuts and the grapes, but then they put some, and Miracle Whip, but then they put some honey on it. I thought, well, what if I would fry these kobasi with honey. So I did that. I don't know. No. And then I mixed it all together. It was okay.
What is wrong with you?
Why? Why would that? You see, like you get the honey, maple honey.
No.
Why not?
No.
Oh.
You want to have everything sweet.
Yeah.
Everything.
And everything all together,
And
so you don't.
everything together.
So it's easier to eat, so you don't have to pick around.
And everything done in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Don't put honey on everything.
Well, the only thing I've been putting it on is on salad
Why?
to sweeten it up a little.
Why put?
What's
honey?
wrong with that? Well, okay. The reason is I want to be
You put
eating
dressing
honey.
on it?
Yeah. I put dressing, and then I'll put a little bit
What
of.
kind of dressing?
I usually do
Russian
it
or French?
French.
Too sweet to begin with. You don't need to add honey to that.
It's
Okay.
already sweet.
The reasoning.
This guy
Back
has
up.
got a sweet tooth like a
Well, okay, back
4-year-old.
up. The reason I am doing it is I want to be ingesting local, fresh honey. So I figure however I could get honey into my system is good.
Why don't
versus,
you put it in a little tea or something like
Well,
that?
they say tea is. They don't want me to be having tea because of the kidney stones and the blood pressure. So I quit drinking tea because that's what I used to do. Always. So I don't drink tea anymore. So I figure I need
Drink tea without caffeine.
What? So what's with that face, Carl?
I'm just amazed.
Why?
'Cause
So how else could I be getting tea
Well,
into my system,
it's-
honey into my system?
it's, just because it's natural honey,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean your sugar's not going to go up.
My sugar's okay. I mean, I don't have it on a lot of other stuff, so
Mm-hmm. No, you put brown sugar on a lot of other stuff.
No.
Or maple syrup.
no.
Or Miracle Whip.
Would it have been better if I cooked the kobasi in maple syrup?
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Just cook the kielbasa in a pan.
I fried it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Well, you got to put some in so it don't burn.
No, you don't have to.
You don't with
There's
kielbasa
fat in kielbasa.
because there's enough fat.
Plenty of fat.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
kielbasa.
okay.
As long as
Just
you don't
don't burn it.
as long as
No,
you don't
right.
fire it up to
Right, yeah, no.
29 on the stove.
No. So are you saying that's why it don't taste too good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
You're burning that sugar.
Right. You're making caramelized kielbasa or bratwursts or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Burnt caramelized.
Well, I ate
whatever it
half
is.
of it, so it means I got another half I got to eat up. But
You don't have to eat it. You could throw it away.
No.
Did you ever throw it away?
No.
There's starving
No.
kids in
No.
the Gaza Strip.
I've brought
could
up
ship it
you
over to
better
them.
eat it all. I cannot throw food away. If it's at all
You
not
poor man.
if it's not
It's
Throw-
self-induced suffering.
if it's not
That's
spoiled.
what you were taught in the 50s. You don't
Yeah.
throw food away.
No, so I can't. I'm just
Yeah,
I
the
can't throw
1850s.
I can't throw anything. If I make it, I cannot throw it away. If a bread will get moldy, it goes to the chickens. But otherwise, I just
No.
can't.
Well, we
No,
know
it
he
didn't.
cuts off that
Exactly.
moldy piece of bread or that
Yeah.
moldy.
After we told
that-
you
yeah.
to get rid of it, give it
Yeah.
to the chickens. Well, it's just a little spot. It's like,
Just
those
a
spores
spot
are.
all through that bread.
So it is everywhere, not
Mhm.
just on that spot.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have that. I cannot. So that's why. So I'll eat it.
That's okay, Joe.
It wasn't terrible. I think I didn't put any salt in it.
well,
and
you woke up today, so that's good.
So I didn't put any salt. So I might. I
Don't
might
put salt
add-
on it.
No,
There's enough salt in all that stuff.
well, not in potatoes.
Not
and green
enough.
beans.
Well, you shouldn't have salt anyway.
Well, I've been using the Redmond.
That's
And-
a
That's
little bit.
still salt.
Yes, it's
A little bit.
right.
Just a pinch.
Yes, that's what I do, and I've been having a little bit and checking blood pressure and Ooh, it was nice. Yes, 121 over 73.
We'll get his pressure up today.
Yeah, right. So I'll eat the rest of it. It's not terrible, but it's I won't do that again. So I guess next time I'll
Sounds terrible, doesn't it, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
It doesn't sound very good.
Really?
No.
I thought it sounds
you
good.
have maple sausage, but it has maple sauce. It's in the sausage. You don't
Well,
have
that's
to
why
add.
I thought it wouldn't hurt to put it honey, because they sell honey
And
this.
not
and,
fry it
Glug,
in
glug,
maple.
glug, glug. Yeah,
no, I didn't put much.
just a half a jar.
No. Oh, well, I'm learning.
Just enough to caramelize it.
It didn't caramelize. It stayed kind of liquidy. In fact, there is a liquid
Black.
sitting
Gravy.
in the bottom.
Yeah, little flakes in the bottom.
No, there's actually liquid in the bottom of the bowl now. So I toss it when I eat it.
Mm.
So, oh, well.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's okay.
I give up.
To each their own.
I guess.
I just have to be critical because it's not right, Joe. It's just not right.
Really, it didn't kill me. So, and I feel fine.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
See?
we're not saying how you look.
Right
you know?
there.
bad decisions, good story. See,
That's what
it was
Joe's
a good story.
cooking. That's
But
right.
it wasn't a
Cooking
story. It
stories
was
are
a true.
all
fact.
based on bad decisions.
Well,
But he still comes out of it okay.
yeah, and,
His color's a little peaked this morning,
And-
though,
well,
you know?
and the
I
green.
won't say bad decisions. I will say abnormal decisions. It's
See?
different.
Yeah, it was different. The green.
Like
it was
not lifting up your engine cover when you're getting gas.
yeah,
That's
right.
a bad
That's a
decision.
bad
That's it.
decision.
But I boiled the potatoes, I put the red potatoes, but I cut them small.
Do you put honey in sauerkraut?
No. I don't put, the only thing I put honey on is on my salad sometimes.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't eat sauerkraut.
And that's it. No.
Told you. I knew it. I knew you didn't eat
I
it.
like
That's too sour.
sweet sour cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
More. You mean sweet cabbage?
Sweet.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. But I
He takes the vinegar bottle and waves it over the pan. There,
Yeah.
now it's sweet and sour.
but yeah, that's the only thing I've been putting honey in, you know. But I do like the honey is really good. So, but that's the reasoning, trying to get honey into my system. So I thought I would try it.
So you could put a little honey on toast.
I do that. I
Okay.
do that. Yeah, I do that. I forgot.
That's
But
Michael,
you don't-
Michael Bray says, "Put honey in the pan so the sugar burns. Then you have sweet charcoal."
Oh, jeez. Well, we're going to talk about food plots here.
What
pretty
happened?
What now? What?
I don't know. My computer,
Good. See,
turned
you're getting
what the heck?
punished for
Who's
being
that?
so aggravating to me. See? Well, we'll take a break. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. Castaway Cool's here with the other
The show's
two.
going to get better, folks. Hang on.
Yeah.
We're going to.
I do have a fishing report.
Yeah,
so,
and I have some things to say,
lots of
too.
outdoor information for
I
everybody.
have some information. I don't know if it's outdoors or not, but
All right. Well, we'll take a short break, and we will be back.
Good grief.
Too many teardrops for one heart to be
What
cried.
species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.
If you troll for walleye, steelhead, or even salmon, you need to check out Castaway's Magnetic Divers. The release is magnetic, so if it trips accidentally, no need to retrieve it. Simply give the line slack, it sinks and resets itself automatically. When fishing is slow, trip the diver when trolling. It will come up through the water column and very often trigger a strike because you are now covering different depths. It can be set to go off to the right, left, or straight behind the boat. It comes in 3 sizes and different colors. Why not try one today? You can order them online at Castaway.com. That's Castaway.com with a K. You will not only improve your fishing success, but will make trolling fun again because of no more retrieving after a false release. That's Castaway's Magnetic Diver at www.castaway.com with a K.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Inside the Great Outdoors. We're going to be talking from a gentleman from Minnesota.
Minnesota?
About food plots, but he didn't call yet, so that means we can get into Hamden. Good morning, Hammy. I don't know how we'll see how this goes, but how are you doing? Are you there?
Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
You got
How
it.
am I doing?
Yes.
Compared to the gent from Minnesota, I'm expendable. Good morning, men.
How's it going?
I woke up this morning. I won, unlike seemingly many others I've known. I have been on a flaming hot streak of funerals, and I'm just grateful I'm here to testify. And I guess it gets streaky, but hey, next month, God willing, I could be 6'5". That's a milestone.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I made it,
compared to you. Oh, yeah, I was not expected to live this long. And, no, I wouldn't have taken better care of myself. I'd have probably hit the wall harder and earlier, knowing what I know. You know, once you're past that live fast, die young, leave a good-looking corpse stage, and then you get people that you love and they love you, you're kind of in the game to stick around long haul. But
as long as you have some money, they still love you, you know?
Well, it always helps to have the Kopecks and the Kapushkas to survive. And I think we've written the books on that. Now, I had asked your poor cruise director, Lenny, how you guys were doing this morning. And he goes, well, I've heard Who Stole the Kishka, Honey on Kilbasi. I says, they sound like a bunch of old broads wearing babushkas in the back of a 72 Ford being driven around Ducktown. And
Hey, my favorite restaurant burned down there on 71st and Fleet,
heard.
You know?
The Red Chimney.
The Red Chimney.
Back in the day, we used to call that the grid, the Red Chimney, because we used to have ancient map books. If you remember, you could buy the red-covered map books. Ours had grids that identified easy locationing for dispatch to tell us, and they just give us a grid. And because it was red, it was the Red Chimney. That place was insane. I remember Carbs beer joint around the corner was still in business with the wooden bowling ball machine, and you'd have them pile out of there, and they'd go to the grid, the Red Chimney, and they'd be falling face first in the food, and the waitresses would be picking them up out of it. We can't do that. You got to stay up and eat and then go. But the food was good.
Yeah, it was.
Can I give you the bum rush, or either have you call back after later?
No, I'm not worthy. get that man on.
Okay.
I'm going to issue a toodles, and
Good.
I was just cannon fodder and filler. Bye.
You got it. See ya.
Bye, Bob.
Okay, see you, Bob. Okay, here we go. Good morning, John.
Hello.
How's it going? Are you there? Uh-oh. John.
Joe. Okay. I
John.
lost you there for a second.
Okay. Now you're okay.
Yep.
Good. Yeah. That's the trouble when you're talking to somebody from another time zone. He was waiting for an hour. Oh, geez. So I had to call him. But this is John from Frigid Forge. We talked last year, and I wanted to have you on again because now's the time that anybody that's thinking about food plots or maintaining or new or on and on need to talk about it because now is the time we got to be planting, and I've been working at it. And
Yep.
so
We're right in the heat of brassica season.
yeah,
right now.
and I didn't realize it. So what I've been doing, I put in wheat in one of the food plots earlier in the year to help build up the soil. And then, in fact, another friend of mine says, you need to be mowing that. I says, no, it's still early. He says, no, now. So about a week and a half ago, I got it mowed, and then I tilled it in. And then yesterday I tilled again to get it because there still was a lot of the wheat. Not only the wheat got mowed, but then a lot of other grasses. So I did it again. So I'm getting it ready. So I probably have to do it one more time, and then I could put in the brassicas.
Yes, and you did cut out on me there for a second again, but so how many times have you tilled?
I tilled it twice. Yesterday was the second. I don't
Okay.
want to really spray it if I don't have to. So
Yeah.
I've been just using natural killing, I guess, things. So I'll wait another, 3-4 days to till it again?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then any before that last pass, it often works well if you put any fertilizer that you're planning to put in and
Do I
lime
need to fertilize if I had that wheat and other natural things to help build up the soil?
Yeah, you're going to want to base that oftentimes on a soil test, but typically, yes, you're still going to want to fertilize. That helps, but brassicas are, they do use a lot of nutrients, so
Okay.
it's still a good idea to if you want to maximize your plot to fertilize.
Oh, okay. So, and then maybe just a triple 12 or triple 10, or without doing the soil sample, which I know is really important, but I'm literally under the gun time-wise. So what would you say?
Yep. Then you just want to use like an all-around fertilizer,
Okay.
like that triple 19, triple 20.
Okay, yeah.
Sometimes this time of year, you can't be too fussy because
Yeah, what you can get.
they don't have as much on hand as they do in the spring. So
Sure.
you don't need to drive around town looking for triple 19 if you can get something
and
something
then
close. You just want to make sure that first number, which is the nitrogen, is as high or higher than the other two.
Oh, okay. And so can I spread it and plant the same day? Do I have to work it in? As far as fertilizer?
One more time on that.
If I want to fertilize, can I just spread it and just plant? Because what I'll probably do is after I plant, because I don't know about rain, and I don't want to wait, so I'll probably cultipack it as you and I were talking. So is that good enough with the fertilizer?
Yeah, you always want to mix in your fertilizer because the nitrogen isn't stable to the air. So that when you do want to spread it, and then either on your last pass if you're tilling, or if you want to drag it in.
Okay, so if
disc it in.
Okay, so
you never want to just put it on top if you can avoid doing that.
Okay, so I should do that when I make this next pass to get that in, and then plant, and then cultipack.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to do that all within. You don't want to fertilize any too far ahead of when you're seeding. You always want to do it, day before, same day.
So fertilize and plant close together.
Yep. Otherwise, you're just fertilizing the weeds.
And you're not, and you're not hurting anything by getting that fertilizer in with heat or anything else.
No.
Okay. So what? So somebody wants to. I mean, I know you got a lot of different products, but I do want to hit just a little bit too. So last year, I put in the clover, as you said. Really, when I did the food plots, the food plot didn't do too well. But
you said that.
But I think it's maybe because I didn't. The brassica I did not fertilize, so that could have been why that didn't do good last year. Oh, we're losing connection here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Joe, but you're cutting out.
Okay.
On me, I'm losing you completely.
Okay, so I said so. Fertilizing is really important when you plant.
Oh, yep, extremely.
Okay, and I didn't do that. Okay, now I'll take it. But then the other thing I did is I put in, I don't know, 1.5 acres or whatever of clover. And I put it in and got it, we did a kind of a cool thing because it's a lot to walk, especially for me now. So what I did is I put my buddy on the front of the tractor on a pallet.
Yep, I remember your
forks and made a little seat and attached it, and he spread away, and I just drove. It worked out. Well, I thought, well, maybe it didn't work out because hardly anything came up. I thought, oh, shoot, what happened? Nothing. So then here comes springtime this year, and I'm looking, where did all this clover come from? I mean, wow, it's as thick as can be. And so why do you think that happened?
That oftentimes can, it can fool you. But, that first year, when the clover is putting down roots, there's as much going on underground as above ground.
Oh.
And, and if in that time of year, if anything is, if the deer are feeding on it at all, or, you can keep it really from growing, but you're never really going to know, I tell people all the time, until the following spring, really how well it took.
Yeah, you're exactly right. In fact, as I kind of remember, I didn't see much growing, or I didn't see clover, and I'm seeing deer in there. Well, they're eating something, so that's good. And so I do have a few spots that are just bare. So maybe rain washed it or whatever. So I'll frost seed that, as we were talking, January or February. But so if I want a frost seed, or anybody wants a frost seed, they have clover and need to add to it. So you want to do it, as you told me, I'm answering the questions for you.
Yep, you want to do it late winter.
Okay, but no snow on the ground.
Yeah, as little snow as possible. Usually, it's kind of roughly 90% snow-free, and if you get snow afterwards, that's fine. That's actually good.
Almost like
but you want the ground frozen and that, because otherwise you're just putting it out there for if you get to throw it up on top of the snow, it's pretty, birds and things like that can,
eat the seeds.
Yeah. Yep.
So I need to do
one thing
that.
I'll back up real quick on that clover too is when you plant clover late season, that's where, and depending on how much you're doing and what else you have on your property, deer density things, that's where a nurse crop too can come in handy.
Okay,
and help protect that young clover. So if you put a nurse crop of say oats or something with your clover, that will provide more forage, for this first year. And then it will also help protect it. So because a lot of times if the deer keep it nipped close to the ground like that, it can definitely affect its growth.
So it's not competing with the clover?
No. As long as you're planting it, you don't want to plant it too thick. Oats. I like oats because oats don't come back hard like winter rye or winter wheat.
Okay.
So I kind of go with oats or wheat or rye. Those are all good nurse crops for it, and you'd only plant it at about 20, 25 pounds an acre of oats, which a typical oat field is roughly 100, 120 pounds an acre of seed, where you'd only put on like 25. With the clover.
Oh, okay. So then that would have helped that along.
It would have helped protect it. Yep.
Oh, okay. Then what about cutting clover? So I was watching it. It is thick. Ooh, it was beautiful. And then I have another plot that I did maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. I've mowed it a lot this year only because of all the weeds that are coming up. How often can you or should you mow clover?
Okay, there's really no, I mean, you can mow clover as much as you want. I mean, it's going to, but usually you want to mow it once it's flowered out, because once it's flowered out,
sure,
it's done growing.
So you're saying it has to be brown? Or
no.
Go ahead.
No, it doesn't have to be. I mean, there's people that have clover, say near their house or whatever, and they mow it, almost weekly.
Yeah.
They keep it fresh, and they got fresh growth coming, and that's the most attractive to the deer.
Oh,
and
once
it's flowered out, once it's grown and it gets a flower head on it, it's done growing, and that's fine. You can leave it, like that until you get closer to, say this time of year now. Here we are in August, and you're thinking about that, maybe that final mowing, to make it, the most attractive for the hunting season, depending if you're an archery hunter or a rifle hunter.
Yeah, because our season here starts end of September and goes to the beginning of February, so we're lucky archery. I'll tell you what, we'll take a short break.
Okay.
And then come back, and then I want to finish up on that clover idea, too. So we're
okay.
All right. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. We're talking to John from Pridgett Forage, and we'll take a short break and be back.
You wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me.
For those of
No matter what species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coulis. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. I think I've been talking a little too much, John. I need to have you answer instead of me keep interrupting. So anyway, okay, clover, and so you have clover, like I have the one. It's got a lot of weeds, so I'm cutting it often. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can certainly, mowing is still as an effective way, a mechanical way of controlling weeds in your clover.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
And then I started to say earlier was, if once it's headed out, I mean, you can still wait. It's not going to hurt anything. And then that way you can mow and kind of try to time it with, how you want it, depending on when you're hunting it.
So you mean like timing so you cut it and it has time to rebloom and blossom,
yep,
and then hunt. So
yep.
How long?
You don't want to cut it too short too late in the season and it doesn't come back. It doesn't have enough time to come back.
How much time normally?
It depends on the weather so much, and rain is very crucial. Rain can be hard to find, this time of year. So you never want to cut your clover if it's stressed at all either. That's something else I should mention. So if it's having to be a very dry year, you don't want to cut it very often.
Okay.
And then if you either have a rain or you got a rain coming, that's a good time to cut
before it rains.
Yeah, or right after.
Oh, right after. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Or within a day or two afterwards.
So
like for instance, here in Minnesota, our season starts mid-September. We're already pretty much mid-August here now. So right about now is when I'm cutting my clover.
Okay.
And that gives us enough time because now it can happen pretty quickly here where temperatures start to cool off. It's down, oftentimes in the 40s at night. So the growth definitely slows down.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to wait till, say, September 1st and then cut it. It wouldn't be enough time to grow back.
Okay, so you're really using cutting as a enhancement growth process.
Yep. Does a couple things. It helps control weeds. It helps with the fresh growth, which is more attractive.
Okay, and so like where the plot is that I have all those weeds, would it be a good idea to think about frost seeding that one because the one I did last year is good. There's like no weeds, some weeds, very little, but the other one that has a lot that I mow more often, would that be a candidate for frost seeding it?
For frost seeding?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean you can frost seed it with. It's not really going to outcompete those grasses, though.
Oh.
I mean, it will help fill in the clover, and you'll get more clover. But it isn't. Those grasses are pretty competitive, and it's
so
unlikely that the clover would be able to take it over.
Okay, so that's going to be a candidate for redoing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Unless you want to use, there are grass select herbicides out there. Like clethodim, that you can spray on your clover fields, alfalfa, even brassicas, any broadleaf, and it'll kill the grasses, but not the clover.
Okay. So we talked a lot about clover, but what about? I mean, I know you got a lot of products. So what other things are probably the most popular, or what should people think about looking at if they want to put in a food plot?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, we're right in the middle of brassica season, so that's our most popular blend is our Big and Beastie brassica that we've had for since the beginning, and that one is the one that people are putting in now, and it's very versatile. It's easy to plant, and works great, and that's probably that is as far as if you're going to have in your arsenal of food plots, that's one of them that you want to have. And a lot of people they'll take that and they'll spread the Big and Beastie in an existing bean field. We've even have a lot now where people are putting them into existing cornfields.
Really?
And that's a little bit harder this time of year. Usually you want to do that with the corn when it's more like knee to thigh high, when you can still walk through it.
Yeah.
But beans are going in now. People doing that all the time. You can overseed into beans, especially around the edges where they've probably been browsed heavier, maybe not grown quite as thick, so they're not canopied over.
So to put it in the cornfield, but that means you're probably putting it in late June or so, and that's okay? It's not too early?
Nope, because it's going to grow slow because it's not going to get near the sunlight or anything in there at that time, so it's going to grow slow. But then as the corn, matures, and then now as it starts to mature and dry up as the season progresses, more sunlight gets in, and then the growth is going to pick up.
But then the harvesting of the corn, does that get rid of all the brassicas?
I lost you there again, Joe.
Okay, so if for fall, what happens when you're harvesting the corn? What does that do to the brassica?
Yeah, and that depends. If if it's a food plot, you know, a lot of people just leave it, you know, because they're leaving the corn.
Sure.
But as far as, you know, same with the beans and that, you know, you've done that after most of the beans nowadays and corn, you know, they're Roundup ready. So, you know, you obviously want to not seed before you're going to do a final spray.
Sure.
But yeah, the combine, it's usually low enough. It's not going to affect, you know, and if you're on a lease or something, it's certainly something you want to clear with the farmer before you go ahead and do that. But it's usually low enough; it's not going to affect anything.
So I mean, I tried to give people some ideas, but so if somebody wants to put in like a small food plot, what are their options, or where could they go? Could they call to ask what to do, what to buy, how to do? What's the easiest way for somebody that, you know, we haven't been able to cover everything, but to give people a knowledge base they can go to? What's the best?
We have a lot of videos on our website and on our YouTube channel that cover quite a few different scenarios. You know, and we've been doing them for many years. So some of them are older, but they still have a lot of good information on them, on how to, and especially on the smaller, we call them poor man plots and things where you know, people are doing it with minimal tools if they don't have a tractor.
Right, yeah, because there's a lot of people don't have, you know.
But otherwise, you can certainly call me anytime. I do spend a lot of time on the phone with folks, and they send me pictures and things like that.
Oh, wonderful!
Scenarios.
Yeah.
So
okay, a couple things. So those videos, where do they find the videos?
On our YouTube channel, we have a Frigid Forage YouTube channel. We always have one on our website, our latest one on our homepage. You just scroll down a little bit, and that's always our latest one. And then you can also sign up for our newsletter there, and we send out videos. We don't clog up your inbox or anything with them. You know, we send them out kind of as needed. You know, probably no more than, 12, 14 times a year.
Okay, and it's frigidforage.com.
Yep.
Okay, and then a phone number.
And then if you go, like I said, and if you sign up for our newsletter, you'll get them. Go to our YouTube channel on YouTube. It's just Frigid Forage, and you'll see them all there.
Okay, good. And then a phone number for them to call.
218-444-5255.
Try that one again.
444-5255.
Okay. Anything else you think that we need to say about? Do you think we got it pretty well covered?
No, I just think this is still plenty of time this year. Sometimes, people call and they say, I wanted to put in a food plot, and I think I'm too late. It certainly isn't, and depending on your part of the country and where you're at, there's still plenty of time left. And, brassica season is right now, but, as we creep on towards the end of August, then you kind of switch over more into maybe small grains. We have like our autumn quick plot that also has brassicas in it, but then has winter wheat, winter peas, winter rye. Those are all good ones, and you can plant those all the way up into mid-September.
Okay, yeah, because the show now is going all over the country. So there's, we're talking about what's here in Ohio, but then, when you go down south, so there's people that want to do it that have different conditions that we're dealing with, but they could at least go there. The YouTube thing is a great thing because, boy, it is the best way to learn. And that's good. So I appreciate
24 hours a day. You can go on and watch videos.
Wow, cool. But I appreciate your time. I know I was doing a little interrupting in the beginning, but I had so much I want to get covered. But I think we did, and hopefully the people have learned, but they at least have continuing where they can go because everybody's situation's different. So they all have. Maybe they have a lot of land they want to do, or they have just a little bit and have a little spot, but everybody could utilize it. And I think that's what's important nowadays is using the technology to help your deer hunting. And deer hunting's around the corner.
Yeah.
Good.
Coming fast.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, John. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thanks, Joe.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, John. That was interesting.
You too.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that clover thing is interesting. I looked at it and I thought, oh boy, nothing. It was just, And then the spring,
then all of a sudden, boom!
Yeah, in the spring, it's like, God, there's clover everywhere and thick, really thick. So that was nice. Good price. You get what you pay for. You know, you need good seed to start. So, well, first hour's gone by. That was fast. So we got 2 more to go. 216-901-09.
Boy, your recipes were tremendous, Joe.
You like my recipes?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Oh, I have to think of some more honey ones. We'll take a break and be back. Quit shaking your head, Carl. We'll be back.